Access granted.
Well, a very, very warm, and I do literally mean a warm welcome to Yellow Rose RV Resort here in Texas for another one of Andy's Honest RV Resort reviews. As I said, it's going to be an honest review. We try and keep it brief, we try and keep it straightforward. So without much further ado, let's head on into the resort and I'll show you around. As always, here is the entrance. As you can see, it's absolutely huge and no problem getting a big rig in. We have a 45-foot fifth wheel toy hauler and we got in here no problem whatsoever. The entrance is nice and wide, so that is not a problem with a big rig. And you'll see this resort is very friendly for big rigs. Let's go and have a look around and we'll show you exactly what the place has got to offer. So as we walk down into the resort, let's talk about the location, which I think is absolutely fantastic. It feels, well, you're in the countryside, but there's literally shopping only 8-9 minutes away. I think that's how far Walmart is. There's a little town in that direction that's 15 minutes away, but you're in the country. So on a night it is lovely and quiet. You're not having to deal with traffic noise and trains and gosh knows what else. Another thing to point out is that if you're like us and you like to have a walk after supper, when you take into consideration all the loops and the road and going all the way around, it's just over a mile or 1.5 kilometers or 1.6 kilometers. So yeah, it's great just to have a wander around on an evening and walk that supper off. The resort is age restricted, it's adults only. In fact, it's 21 plus, no children allowed whatsoever. Let's start with the sites. As you can see, their back-in sites are huge and you get a spot for your car and a spot for any other vehicles that you've got. So as you can see, lots of room for any size of vehicle. Now we're visiting in November and it's hot. Today is 32 degrees centigrade, which is pretty warm. It's up in the low 90s. So if that is a problem for you, you've got to check this out because this is absolutely awesome. They have sites that are covered. So I'm going to switch the camera around and just show you this. There you go. Again, huge concrete pad and a cover. And some of them even have these little tiki bars, which is fabulous. What a feature that is to the park. There goes the sound of freedom. 2 of them. Anyways, I also want to show you this. The spacing between the lots is fantastic. So I'm just going to again turn the camera around and show you how much space you've got. You can see there that you have a huge space in between the lots. This is our rig, and as you can see, we've got a 45-foot toy hauler. I've got the bicycles, the motorcycle and our dually, more than comfortably accommodated on these sites. So if you have a big rig or not, then it's a treat, an absolute treat to be somewhere where the sites are so big. And even if the site doesn't have its own little tiki bar, you still get a very nice table. And look at this, how well it's maintained. It's just freshly been painted. Another neat feature of the park is this. Each loop has its own dog park, which is fully fenced. Super safe for your dog. I've also got to mention, when we arrived yesterday, quite an unusual situation in some respects. So we pull up outside reception, we walk in, and the two very, very nice ladies introduce themselves, shake hands with us, super friendly. We've been to some campgrounds where you walk in and there's some grumpy old so-and-so behind the counter and cats, dogs and God knows whatever there, and they're miserable as hell. Some more Sound of Freedom, but there's nothing I can do about it because there's a base nearby. But you know what? Last night we never heard a thing, so not a problem. And to be honest, during the day, I'd rather listen to that than anything else. So yeah, super, super friendly staff. A gentleman escorted us to our site, made sure that we were all hooked up and everything. This is the main thoroughfare that you come down when you're booking in, and you have to make your way down to this building here. It's not as usual where the reception is at the entrance to the park. It's all the way down here, so just be mindful that you're going to have to drive in and park up at those stairs there and then walk into reception. So once here, just walk down this little path, and last night when we arrived it was all illuminated, which looked absolutely fantastic. So bear in mind, we're here at the middle of November, so it's the back end of the fall, before the holidays, so not everything is operational, but I'll just wander around now, show you exactly what they've got, and we'll hopefully impress you as much as what we've been impressed with this place. And obviously you can't come to Texas without Longhorns, so I've come over here because they've actually got some here at the resort, and there is some food for them, so I'm just going to see if I can coax them over. The only thing is I'm allergic to animals, so I've got to be really careful. Come on then, come to Andy's. Yeah, I'll take that as a no. Ah, here he comes, or she. Oh my, look at that. So there's a bull just over there. Look at the size of those horns. Aren't you gorgeous? Yes, you are. Oh, they're all coming now, look. There we go. So what's that, Andy? Welcome to Texas. Oh man. Just a gorgeous example of a Longhorn. Well, that brings us to the end of the video of our honest review of the Yellow Rose RV Resort here in Fort Worth, Texas. Fallen in love with the place, absolutely love it, and we will definitely be back. Okay, so if you enjoy what we do, please give us a big fat thumbs up. We do appreciate it. It really does help the channel. If you like what we do, please consider subscribing. We would love to have you guys along for the journey. And with that, I'm going to say goodbye, and we'll see you in the next video. See ya.